welcome back. I'm Jeff.
I'm Beth.
Hi. All right, now we're going to be talking about something near and dear to people's hearts. A couple issued with noise warning about loud sex sessions as neighbors complain.
Lovely. Lovely.
I've never actually had people complain before.
Well, it all depends on if you're the one doing it or if they're doing it.
Well, no, the whole point is, like, if I'm doing the noising.
The noising.
Hey, you redeaded.
I did redeaded.
But if I'm doing or making the noise, the one issue is coming from my area. No, I've never actually had anybody into that. The funniest part I've ever had was my next door neighbor, and so there's a couple of youngins, and there was a couple of times where they had the windows open, and there was, I could obviously hear certain activities going on.
Shenanigans. I call them shenanigans.
That's a great thing. Shenanigans.
Shenanigans are afoot.
Shenanigans. Yes, they are definitely afoot.
In the Shire.
Sometimes you get both the left and the right. So, have you ever had such experiences?
Yes, unfortunately. It's kind of annoying and rather uncomfortable, especially when, like, say, if you have guests over and then, it sounds like your neighbors are filming an Herbal Essence commercial upstairs. You know, the 90s ones, where...
Oh, no, do tell.
No. I'm sure that anybody over that have seen those commercials back in the 90s know full well what I'm talking about.
I guess. Linda Barker, 31, and Billy Brown, age of 40. Well, there was only a 9-year difference. Not that bad. From Castle Cary, Somerset. Have sex morning, noon, and night. Nice.
Yeah.
But the noise warning from their landlord has knocked them off their stride.
Okay.
How that... If I was having sex, why would somebody complaining about it knock me off my stride? It would just simply try to be able to go, oops, sorry, and try and make it quieter, not do it.
Right. I mean,
that's not going to stop me from not doing it.
I mean...
At least, I might be the crazy one. I don't know.
Okay, let's get to the story. Let's see what happens. What happened?
A couple who have sex morning and night, blah, 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 have been handed a noise warning after complaints from neighbors. Linda, 31, and Billy, 40, said their social housing provider has told them it will monitor the matter after rebuking their behavior. The Randy pair deny making anything more than a few moans and groans and say the ominous warning has knocked them off their stride. Mom of one, Lydia, told the son, it's not as if I'm a screamer. I've never had any noise issues before. I'd not call my sex sessions extreme. A few moans and groans, of course. We're doing it morning, noon, and night, but not anti-social hours.
Anti-social hours.
Social hours. What exactly? I mean, I'm assuming that they're saying that they try to be able to kind of like here in America.
Mm-hmm.
You have noise ordinance hours.
Yes.
Which are just typically roughly about during the work week is like 8 to 10 basically is usually what it is.
Right.
All right, weekends it's a little bit longer than that. But yeah, the only thing that I can come up with is since they're doing it 3 times a day.
Right,
But not anti-social hours. So basically, they're getting enough sleep, if you know what I mean. So they're not doing it during sleeping time. It's only before they go to bed and then after they wake up. And then, well, it's the middle one that would confuse me a little bit, especially if it's, Monday through Friday.
Right. I mean,
Be like,
don't these people work?
exactly. That's what I'm going. Do they come home just to shag?
I don't know. It seems odd.
Unless they just don't work.
I mean,
But wait a minute. If they're in a
Yes,
special
social
housing
housing
provider, it probably means that they're jobless.
probably. I mean,
They're jobless, but all they want to do is hump all day. Okay, interesting.
if you don't work, what else are you gonna do?
There's a lot of shit you're gonna do.
I know that, but
If you have no motivation,
yeah.
well
Besides,
then sure.
right.
Engineer Billy. Okay, now he's an engineer.
But he doesn't work, or we're assuming that he doesn't work.
Or he works from home.
Maybe.
Engineer Billy added, the neighbors only have to put up with it for 2 minutes.
That's nothing to be proud of. 2 minutes? That's it?
And half of that is taking off the underwear.
Dear God. 2 minutes is nothing to be proud of, my man. It's not. It's... I really hope that you're really bad at keeping time because, 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Oh, wow.
2 minutes.
Engineer Billy, that's the music part, added the neighbors only have to put up with it for 2 minutes.
2 whole minutes.
2 minutes.
120
what are you
seconds.
complaining about? Wow.
Yeah.
So to me, it's just a matter of, what are they, bunny rabbits?
But at 2 minutes...
I'm sorry, but, I don't, not to try and be crude, but I don't even get primed in 2 minutes.
No, I don't think anybody really does. Except that guy. It seems like he's, primed and already done within those 2 minutes. I can't even get fast food that quick.
Oh, maybe you could if you would dated him.
Maybe I could have,
Oh, brother. Oh, wow. So, the pair received a letter from the housing firm Stonewater, telling them they had been heard having sex.
For only 2 minutes, so,
How would you even know where it's even coming from? You don't even have enough time to be able to figure out where it's coming from.
No,
it's only
not
2
really.
whole minutes.
Right,
Neighbors apparently find the noises embarrassing and distressing.
Distressing.
That part is the most, embarrassing. Okay. Yeah, but it's not, how is it embarrassing for you? It should be embarrassing for the ones making all the noise.
For 2 whole minutes.
And the distressing part is embarrassing and distressing. Why are you distressed? Because you're not one of the people doing it?
Well, maybe it's distressing. Like, maybe they're like, feeling sorry for her. Like, oh, that's it? That's it?
Oh, that poor woman.
I know.
Well, that's just it. Now, where do you live and stuff like that? Do you ever hear your neighbors?
Yes, I have on occasion. And, it's... I wouldn't say it's particularly embarrassing or distressing because, shenanigans will be underfoot here and there. But,
well, that's just it. I hear my neighbors.
Yeah.
Well, at least that side because they're a lot closer. And a couple of other homes I've had, when in my colonial, no, because I had a lot of land. So you'd really have to be trying if I'm going to hear you. But I think like in my first house, I think is where I had the most ability to hear my neighbors. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I did hear my neighbors, especially the one side, and so she was a good-looking broad too. Yeah, I got to know what she sounded like because there's for some odd reason their bedroom was right there at my driveway.
Okay.
And they did it wherever he was Randy.
Oh, okay. I mean,
so he was healthy. Better to last a lot longer than 2 minutes. So I'm just gonna tell you that because if I'm sitting out in the back and somebody I'm hearing, it's like, good going, boy. I'm not gonna be distressed. I'm just gonna go, good going. That's about it. Whatever. You know. And I never brought it up to him. It's not like I was saying, hey, you guys, were a little long today, and so that he was feeling, all good. No, I didn't bring it up. I never mentioned it. I never said anything at all.
I mean, you can't really, it's an awkward situation, but it's like you can't really bring it up in conversation. Be like, kind of like, hey, how's the weather today? It's like you can't really do that. It's.
Well, it's just that. Okay, unemployed. Let's see, unemployed. Lydia said she had no idea which one of their neighbors in the complained about their romping. Mm-hmm. She branded their complaint to the housing association very extreme, and said they could have just put a note through the door. The couple now feel very uncomfortable. Lydia added. Okay, I have no idea why in the hell and stuff like that she's feeling very uncomfortable.
Right.
David, okay, now there's a David, 64, who lives in a camper van outside Lydia's house. A camper van.
A camper
okay,
van.
I'm going to, okay, no, that I think is kind of like a van that has been converted over so that you can live in it.
Oh, kind of like the whole van life type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what that is because there's a few people and stuff, especially in major cities, usually have a bunch of those, especially in Europe, and so I think that's exactly what that is, and that's why it's outside of Lydia's house. It's in the parking lot. Agreed that the complaint was a step too far.
Well, you're able to roll up your windows, guy. And turn on the music on the radio. So, I mean.
Well, he pops into the home for baths and meals.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So, in other words, he's out there and so that, and I guess they allow him to bathe and eat there, I guess. But says he has not heard any suspicious noises. So out in the parking lot, he doesn't hear anything.
Right. I mean. Good for him, I guess. I mean...
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Stonewater said, on reflection, the letter was sent to Mrs. Barker about what is a very delicate matter, doesn't meet our usual high standards, and we hope that it hasn't caused any embarrassment or distress. Who's Stonewater?
I don't know. I would assume that was the landlady.
Possibly.
Yes.
We will continue to work with both Ms. Baker... That's interesting. And her neighbors to help them live alongside each other amicably while respecting each other's boundaries.
Okay, well, conflict resolution, I guess, is a good thing, but I don't see much conflict going on other than, other than... The only conflict I hear is, like, the 2-minute thing. And that's the only conflict.
That's when he was like, what? Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so... Yeah.
I mean, to me, some of it is if you're unemployed, then you got all the time in the world.
Right. But...
Take a nap and do it again. Whatever.
Yes. Yeah, but I have dealt with this stuff with my own neighbors and,
Right. So,
yes.
So how was it? How was it with you?
Well, it definitely lasted longer than 2 minutes. Was
A couple hours?
No, I would say about like half hour, 45 minutes. At least there's that.
Okay. Right.
But it is rather. I wouldn't say it's unsettling, but it's more. annoying because it's like, when I'm trying to go to bed at like 11:30 at night and, this stuff continues like, into the wee hours in the morning or, something like that. It's just like, come on, and also used to have a neighbor living above me that,
Squeaky bed.
yes, squeaky bed, and he was also very heavy-footed. So one time he was walking through his place and he was stomping around, and I gave him the nickname Stompy McStomps a lot because it sounded like he was trying to practice river dance at 12:30 in the morning. Just stomping all around, and it was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? But also the thing is like, I don't complain to my association about my neighbors, with their shenanigans, but, I listen to music one time too loud and I get a noise ordinance violation. But it's okay for them to, like, be, doing all their shenanigans, but, I do that once and it's like, let's call the police, like, oh no, too bad, no, this is unacceptable,
So you were not too stressed out?
No, I wasn't, but I was more annoyed by it. But, it's like, but it says up here that he was an engineer. So if it was the squeaky bed situation, maybe he can over-engineer something to where, like, it wouldn't make any noise. He can make it happen.
Yes, I believe in so he should be able to do it, at least if he's even half competent as an engineer.
Right.
Of course, if he's unemployed and so that maybe he's not a very competent engineer.
No, probably not, but, I'm sure that
Maybe.
he can...
Don't know. He could be a great engineer. Who knows?
Now, I think it will depend on what kind of engineer he is. I think he could be, like, an automotive engineer, but, or, like, whatever kind of engineer,
Yeah. Well, that would be more of a mechanical engineer.
Yeah, that's what I mean, mechanical engineer. Or, whatever kind of engineer. He could be a sound engineer from all we know. Like, it doesn't say what kind of engineer he is, but...
Nope. Have no idea what electrical, he could be mechanical, and no idea. Yeah, none.
Yeah.
But, all right, let us know what you're thinking so down below. And
click
you guys
like
have a great
button.
one.
You have to tell them to click the like button.
Tell them to click the like button.
Yes.
All right. You guys have a great one. Thanks a lot.
Yep. Have a good day.